Hi there, how are you doing? I hope you've been keeping well. Here we have conversations about all things purpose. My name is Caroline and I am the author of this amazing book, Purpose Mirror, whose purpose is to help you identify your path in life. Now, today I want us to discuss the illusion of perfectionism. How oftentimes we disguise fear under this fancy word we call perfectionism, and we say, I'm a perfectionist, that's why I don't want to put this out there this way. I believe that at every level of life we're supposed to offer the highest level of excellence that we can. But as far as perfectionism goes, I'm not sure about always having perfect conditions before we launch out into anything. Ecclesiastes chapter 11 verse 4 says, the man who observes the wind will not sow, and the one who observes the clouds will not reap. Which in part means the man that waits for perfect conditions will never do anything. Whatever dream God has for you will not come together because conditions are perfect. Anything God has for you will involve a certain level of discomfort, a certain level of risk. But if you never step out of the boat, you will never know what is on the other side of attempting, the other side of doing. I wrote this book, Purpose Mirror, in 2020. And I remember in 2023 still feeling, oh, but there has to be more chapters. I mean, the subject of purpose is near inexhaustive. There's so much that can be said about it. And so I felt, why not wait longer and add more chapters and add more content? But the truth is, if you never write that first book, if you never release the first book, there will never be a second edition, a seventh edition, a 10th edition, a 10th book. If you don't step out with what you have, number one, there's an audience which you're supposed to reach, which you will not reach because you're waiting for perfection. And then number two, if you don't step out, there'll be no growth. There are doors that have opened up for me because of launching this book, which I do not know how they could have opened up if I had not taken the step of writing and launching this book. So today, I just want to admonish us. I want to remind us, do it afraid. Start small. What is in your hand? Use it. Risk it to grow. If you don't risk, there will be no bigger bucket that God can fill. You know, there will be no increase of capacity. There will be no stretching. If there's no stretching, there's no growth. So whatever you've been putting in the shelf, waiting for that perfect moment, please remove it from the shelf. That ministry, that business, that career, that idea you've been having, do something about it, do something with it. So what if you fail? One man would say, you know, success is built on layers of failure. Well, depending on how you interpret that, what the person in part meant is, in your endeavor to pursue that thing that you want to pursue, you might experience some setbacks. And experiencing setbacks does not mean that you wasted your time. It means that you're learning. It means that in the process of learning, you're growing. If you don't start, if you don't get your feet wet, you cannot grow. There's a level of learning that only comes through experience. You can't read enough books for, you can't have enough mentors for. As you get your feet wet, as you get out of the boat and decide, I will walk on water, there's a knowledge you get experientially. Then you'll even know how to ask the right questions. So today I just wanted to remind us, do not let the illusion of perfectionism keep you from attempting that thing that has been in your heart. Take a risk. In the process, you will overcome fear of criticism, fear of failure, whatever other fear you have. Until next time, bye.